Awesome. All right, everyone. My name is Sue Brook. I've been an Alignable member for many years, and I came aboard the Alignable team to help people learn how to use Alignable. And I've been traveling across the country, meeting our members in person over the last few years. And I absolutely love giving my best tips on how to be successful on Alignable. So, we're going to start by this is actually a profile workshop. So I'm going to go and make sure everyone's muted. Okay. And we'll have time for questions, or I might stop to ask for questions as we go through. So just be ready. Be ready to take notes, be ready to take some screenshots if you need to. There is this exact recording from today, which is January 6th, 2025. Boy, that's hard to say already. This exact recording, I will get it posted inside the Alignable University group. You can find recordings to all of my events, plus all of the events that are coming up, the live events that you can come live just like this, are listed in the Alignable University group. So write that down. Make sure you're a member of that, girl. If you registered for this, you probably are a member of the group. So let's get started. What this is a profile workshop. So the way I like to do this is having your profile up in another window or tab or computer so that you can make changes or take a look at your profile as we're going through this. And I'm going to be really starting at the top and going down the profile and giving you some tips and showing you a few little new features that you might not know about. So why is your profile so important? It is absolutely the most important thing to do first before you do anything on Alignable. You want to uplevel your presence on Alignable with a profile that stands out amongst all of the millions of profiles on Alignable, so you will get found by your potential customers, but most importantly, your best referral partners. So what we're going to cover today is basically this. An ideal profile inspires others to get to know you. That's the whole reason why you have a profile. So if someone comes upon it, or someone refers your profile to someone, as they could just look at the profile without even meeting you yet and get to know you, who you are. It'll show what you have to offer, any of your products and services. Really, really, really important that it shows who your ideal customers are and who your ideal referral partners are. And the trust you've established, your recommendations are on your profile, and so much more. So let's get going here. So I always like to start with this funnel. So we all know sales and marketing funnels. This Alignable is actually your business relationship funnel. This is where you're going to build relationships on Alignable. And you start by the top. They get to know you. You want people to get to know you, okay? And that's from your profile. So we're going to focus on the know part of the funnel. So as you're networking, as you're learning and experiencing Alignable and meeting people and networking, that's when you're building those people that are getting to know you, to moving them to liking you, and eventually to trusting you. And those are the people that are going to turn into your ideal customers and referral partners. And you also want to get found in the business directory. Fun fact, I've been traveling in a motorhome all over the US and got into a little bit of Canada last year. And I have met thousands of our business owners, but I've been traveling through almost all the lower 48 states over the last 4 years. And I used this business director. I use it all the time. So I'm in Sarasota, Florida right this second, and I might need a haircut, it's kind of getting a little bushy here. So I will go to the Alignable business directory and see if I can find someone that's on Alignable first before I go to Google. Your profile is very, very valuable, okay? In fact, fun little fact here, I've actually Googled products or services that I needed while I was traveling, and somebody's Alignable profile showed up at the top of Google before. So this is really, really important, your profile. All right. We're going to talk about building a really powerful profile. You want a profile where people are traveling around and around Alignable and they happen upon your profile, they're going to want to read more. Now, how you present yourself says a lot about you and your business, and there are things on your profile that you can do to make you stand out. So, for example, if you are on a page and you see these two people, Fran and Harry, on these little cards, we call them, who are you going to want to get to know? Who would you accept a connection request from? Which one of these people? It's pretty obvious that who would not want to get to know Fran, right? Fran looks like so much fun. She's a premium member. She's highly recommended. It tells a little bit about her there. But this guy, Harry, I don't know. He might be a spammer. That's what I would think because there's no picture there. So I'm going to show you how to look a little bit more like Fran and a lot less like Harry. Now, here's the really, really cool feature that I'm super duper happy about. I've been waiting for 4 years and it finally got launched a couple of weeks ago. So what you're going to do is to go to your profile if you have not done that yet. So you need to have that up in another tab or another window. You click My Business here, and that's going to take you to your profile. Now, there's a couple things here on the main page of your profile I want to point out. The first one is your banner, which I call your billboard, because I traveled across the country. I've been thousands and thousands of miles. I've seen thousands and thousands of billboards. Okay, so think about your banner as a billboard. Make sure it's something that makes people want to get to know you. Make it colorful, maybe have your picture on it, but have something that shows what you do and who you are to make people go, God, that looks really cool. I want to know more about that person. So make sure you have a really, really awesome banner / billboard. Now, the new feature is right underneath the billboard. This picture that I have of mine right there, that used to be for your logo, but now it's not. There is a different place I will show you where your logo goes. Okay. This is your picture. People network with people. Okay. People do business with people. Okay. When people want to buy a product or a service, they're really buying you. So your picture needs to be there. Remember, this is a networking platform. Alignable is a networking platform. It's not a social media platform. You want people to want to get to know you by putting your smiling face there. That makes people want to get to know you better. Now, when you go to your profile and you click Edit Profile right here, there is a pop-up that comes up where you are going to put your information. There's more to this pop-up. It has where you put your tagline and your business name and your address and phone number, whatever else you want to put in that pop-up. But the bottom part of the pop-up here is where you have to choose your category tags for your business and your search tags. This is all super important for you to get found in that business directory that I was showing you, okay? So make sure that the category for your business is the overall umbrella of what your business is. So this person put her category tag as a business coach, but she has some feature and search tags here that are a little more niched. You know, she's also a health coach and a business consultant. So she chose these little blue tags so that if people are searching for that kind of a service or person or business, they will find her through the business directory or searching on Alignable. So make sure that these little blue tags are correct. This is so important, okay? There are some things that I'm going to share with you, especially this one, and then the next thing that I'm going to talk about we have so many new AI networking features that will help Alignable know who you want to meet, your ideal customers and referral partners. And if you don't get these things right, it's not going to work. Alignable will not work for you if you don't have these right, especially now. Okay, this is all these new AI features that help you find your ideal customers and referral partners. So make sure you get those little tags right. Now, oh, I guess I already showed this part. So I have updated my thing for a minute. So again, your banner and your picture. Okay. Now, The new place where you put your logo is in this right-hand column. And of course, you got to be on your computer to see this and to edit this, okay? So over here where these bluish things are, it says edit logo. You'd want to put your logo here, okay? Your picture here, your logo here. Then there's a place you can edit all of your stuff. If you want to put an address or at least the name of your city, your phone number if you choose, your website, you can put all of that here. But once again, this over here is for your picture. This over here is for your logo. Love it. Next, this is everything. Now, I'm going to be talking about, you have a new AI networking coach that helps you find your ideal customers, referral partners, and the people that you want to be introduced to, okay? And you want to network with. Again, if you do not get this section right, it will not work. So I got to make sure you're really understanding that. So I do a really great training called Identify Your Ideal Customers and Referral Partners. You can find it I'm actually doing it live, I believe next week or the week after. Make sure you go to the Alignable University group to find the live one and the newest recording, okay? But let me talk a little bit about this. On the part of your profile that has your ideal customer and referral partner, once again, this is extremely important that you get all of this right, especially those little blue tags. So let's start with ideal customer. When you click to edit that, you're in the edit part of your profile. You will be able to edit your ideal customer, and this will come up. Something like this will come up. You will be able to tell Alignable if your customers are primarily businesses or consumers and where they're located. Now, in this box where you put you're going to write who your ideal customer is, and you might have more than one. So for example, I like to use this example because Ligaya Kelly, who has a pet boarding business in California, she has two very, very different customers. One are pet owners. They need a place to leave their pets if they're on vacation or at work or in an emergency. But her other customer that Alignable really helps her with and can find a lot of these people for her are other people in the pet industry, because she is also a consultant. She helps people that are in the pet industry to who want to grow their businesses. She's super successful, so she started consulting with those people. So she wrote down the pet owners and that she's looking to help others get started in the pet industry. Now, please make sure, I'm going to give you a few of my secret tips here. Please keep this short. Don't write a giant novel and paragraphs. We are busy. All of us on here are business owners who are extremely busy. We don't have time to read and pages of stuff. So keep it short, just like Ligaya did right here. Very clear who her ideal customers are. Now, again, these little blue tags, extremely important. This is the only way Alignable knows, because you've got to tell them through these little tags who you're looking for, or also used for people who are in the business directory too, like I was saying. But this specifically is if you want to meet, like Ligaya, she wants to meet other kennel owners and other pet business startups. So Alignable, since she chose these little blue tags here, she can go on Alignable and Alignable say, hey, look at this. We just found you some pet business startups that you might want to go network with. Okay. So this is super important. Now, my favorite, this to me is everything. This is the golden grail of anything when you're networking, but especially on Alignable, finding your referral partners. So this is the same thing. Well, I like what it says here. Your ideal referral partner shares the same customers as you, but is not a direct competitor. You can grow by creating co-promotions or referring customers. So for example, Ligaya, who has the pet boarding business, her very best referral partner is a business that has all their customers has a pet, which is a veterinarian. That's one of them. So she really loves building relationships with local veterinarians because they're always referring her. She doesn't even have to advertise. They all refer her because people ask them all the time for referrals, and vice versa. She gets asked all the time if she can refer a veterinarian. So she's a great referral partner for vets. So here, this is really important. Now, again, please write 1 or 2 sentences. That's it. Make it easy for all of us who might show up on your profile to see who you're looking for, so we know who to introduce you to. Okay. Now, and again, the tags here. Okay. And then this is kind of cool underneath there. It will actually say, hey, we found some ideal partner matches based on your tags. So like immediately when you do that, Alignable will start looking around and saying, oh, look, we found some for you. All right. Now I'm going to show, this is new. This is new and it's going to be live because this is an upgrade. Nobody's seen this yet until all of you are the very first ones to see it. Your My Network page is where you find all of your network. That's not new. You can still see that here, but the way it looks is going to be changing this week or by next week for sure. Now, I'm going to show you here. When you go to My Network page, it's going to look like this. Right now, it's going to look a little bit different, but not a lot different. But when it gets changed, this is what it's going to look like. You're going to look through all of your connections and it's going to say, hey, like this guy. Oh, look, he has 9 of your ideal customers and 800 of your ideal referral partners. He has a lot of connections. That guy's been around for a while, right? And he has some similar customers. So that looks like somebody I'd want to meet. So if you have your ideal customers and referral partners set correctly, and you tell Alignable who you want to meet, then it can go out to your network and say, hey, we just found some people in your network that have those people in there, they know them, and it's in their networks, which is your second degree network. And if you go and watch what's new on Alignable or I'm on Alignable Now What, I go over this entire My Network page and how it works, how you can go and see, like I can go into Jay McHugh's connections. I can view all of his connections and find some people that might be my work. Only work if you get the rest of it, the things I just showed you right, especially the ideal customers and referral partners. Okay. I hope I've nailed that home for you. So this is a preview of what you're going to see in the next few days. Okay. What makes you unique? Let's keep going down your profile list. I like to say your unique story will get people excited to connect with you. I don't personally believe in competition. I just don't. If someone did the same thing, like when I was doing business consulting and marketing, there were a lot of other people that did that, but we're different. We're different. We're never, ever, ever going to be the same. Not everybody's like me. Not everybody's like you. So let's make sure your profile shows what makes you unique to everyone else. The About Us section is a great place to do that. Now, let me give you a few tips here. First of all, this is kind of cool. It says, anytime you see these little stars, that's an AI bot that's going to help you, that can help you do stuff. So this one, you can help, it says generate an elevator pitch is basically a short version of your About Us. So this will help you keep your About Us section short. Once again, I don't know if I can drive this home enough, but please don't write a lot, okay? This is even a lot that's on the screen right here, but keep it fairly short. But this will help you. This is like a little chat GPT that actually knows you from what you put on your profile. So here's another thing. I'm going in order of what you need to do first, second, third. You have to do your profile first before you get to the other part of your profile before you do your About Us section. Because this way, your AI bot, this little AI thing here, that chat GPT can see and help you write a really great About Us section. This is pretty awesome. Now, the part I don't want you to skip is underneath that. A lot of people skip this and it makes me sad because this is where you put the passion in your business and share how you got started. All right. I love hearing people's stories of how they got started in their business. It shares their heart. It shows their passion. It shows that they're authentic people that I really want to get to meet. So write a really nice paragraph here of how you got started in your business so people can go, oh, wow, that was a real person that I really might want to work with. Okay. Now, make it easy for your network to share and others to learn what you offer by adding search tags. So underneath the how we got started, so I'm kind of going top to bottom here, there is this gray section, the products and services you offer. There's two places to put this stuff. This is where you get to choose the tags that show the products and services you offer. So this really helps when people are searching in the business directory. So make sure these little tags are right, that you have all the products and services that you use on that section. Okay. All right. Now, then you get to list them all. You get to put a graphic, you can put a title and a description, and you can list each one of your products or services individually. This is the part on your profile where you promote yourself. You get to promote your products, services, and any promotions that you're having, like time sensitive. That's a promotion. That's like this top one here. So make sure that you have all, and you want to check that regularly, making sure all of your products, services, and promotions are here. Okay. This Alignable will show people this. Plus, if people are searching, people will send you there. Okay. So that's where you put your products and services. That's where you get to tell people what you're selling. All right. Recommendations. Those are on your profile as well. I'll show you where to find them. It's right there on your promotions. I think I have a screenshot for that in a second. Recommendations are extremely important. And I'm not one to ask for recommendations. I'm going to show you what I do where I don't ask people to write a recommendation because I want authentic ones. But recommendations changed my life when I was when I first got on Alignable and I moved to a new community and started meeting people and then sharing recommendations. And then my phone would ring all the time saying, hey, I saw that my friend Donna recommended you on Alignable. I want to hire you. That literally happened all the time. So recommendations are huge. So you want to earn badges on your profile. You probably, if you're new to Alignable or you haven't been here for a while, you can earn a highly recommended badge by just getting 5 good recommendations, and you get this badge that stays on your profile. And secret little tip here, when I use the business directory, I always look whatever I'm looking for, and then I filter by highly recommended. So you want to get that badge. And by the way, local business person of the year badges, the contest is coming next week. Pretty exciting. Oh, one more thing on recommendations. When you're writing recommendations for people, please write a nice personalized recommendation. Okay. Don't just click recommend. I don't even accept those. Okay. Because they don't do anything really for me. I don't need I want recommendations that are personally written about me. Don't write the same thing over and over for the same person. Don't make it generic. Be real and take some time to do this. It will benefit you like there's no tomorrow. So you find your recommendations on your profile where it says, when you look at the recommendations you've received, then you click view recommendations. That's when you can go to a page that will show you that. I'll show you that on the next one. But I want to make sure you understand this. Alignable's done a lot of polls. A lot. They do polls on Sundays in the Spark newsletter. Make sure you always answer those. They know that the best source of new customers and referrals is recommendations of people that know, like, and trust you. So you want to start, I'm going to tell you how to get recommendations fast. Okay. I have to throw this in here because it literally did change my life and my business. So first of all, you click My Network, you click Contacts, and you sync up your email address book with your Alignable account. Why do you do that? Because Alignable has millions of profiles, almost 10 million profiles on Alignable, and you could not possibly go through them all to find all the people you know. So Alignable allows you to connect your email address book, because Alignable figures, well, if you have their emails, you must know them. So then you have a chance to access Alignable's contact finder so they can go out and see if any of their profiles match up with the emails you have. If they match up, then guess what? They'll say, oh, look, we found a bunch of people you know already. Go connect with them for free. And you don't even use your connection credits. And then if they can't find them, you can ask Alignable to invite whatever people you want to make sure that you check the ones that you are actually that are business owners that would actually benefit from Alignable. Make sure you only check the business owners, and then ask Alignable to send them an email asking, inviting them from you to Alignable. And that's how, if anybody decides to join Alignable, they let you connect with them for free. So here's the thing. Once you do that, and you're connected with the people you know already, the people you know, like, and trust, write them a recommendation, and then Alignable, I love this, will ask them if they would be willing to write you a recommendation. So they even say, hey, check it out, Sue wrote you this great recommendation. Would you like to return the favor? So that's how you get recommendations without asking people to recommend you. I love that so much. That's one of the things that I know Alignable got right. So now, and again, 5 recommendations gets you the highly recommended badge. And some of you might not know this, but there's also I think there's like this little banner thing. The more recommendations you get different colored things that says how many recommendations you have. So, but just make sure they're really good ones, like the ones on the screen here. Okay. So write authentic recommendations based on why you actively refer them to people you know. Recommendations without reasons are a huge wasted opportunity, like I said, and your reputation's on the line. So please do not recommend people that you don't know, like, trust, can authentically recommend. And I always get this question, so I'm going to answer it right now. People say, why does Alignable say, why do I connect with someone and Alignable says, hey, do you want to recommend them? Well, it's because they don't want you to forget. They think, well, you might know this person, so we want to remind you to write a recommendation. Now, if you don't know them, just click not now. I don't know them well enough now, and then go get to know them and then decide if you want to write them a recommendation. But this is a big deal. Okay. On this recommendations page, when you click that on that other screen on your recommendations, you will be able to see pending, because they don't automatically show up. So you need to go on your profile, click see recommendations, then look to see. So if there's some pending recommendations there, you want to click that and go through and decide if you're going to accept the recommendation or ignore it. Now I want to show you something on this page here. So this guy, Joseph, did not write anything, and I never accept those. So I can click this button that says request Joseph add ones, and Alignable will send, it's not from you, it'll be from Alignable, and they'll say, hey, we see that you recommended Sue. Would you like to write something? So it kind of gives them a nudge to write something. So I always do that. This person wrote a really nice one, so I can accept that. And you can also ignore any that aren't authentic. I never, ever, ever, ever accept any that I can, people, I don't know. Sometimes people will write something and I'm like, God, I never worked with that person and they said they did. And you never know what you're going to get, but just make sure that you only accept those authentic ones. Lastly, on your profile, there is a place for a gallery if you want to put pictures. Some people need them. This is Jim. He's a videographer and a photographer, so obviously he has a lot of pictures, but maybe if you have a different types of business, you don't, but there is a gallery in case you want to put some pictures there. My number 1 tip is keep your profile up to date. Continuously revisit your profile, continuously, and make sure your content's fresh. Now, I'm going to give you another tip too. I'm pretty much done with this, and we're going to go through with questions for all of you guys. But you might want to go back to where you registered for this event and connect with the other people that are here today, because there's going to be a tab that says attendees, and you can go connect with the people that are actually here in the room with you. And get together and say, hey, let's get on a Zoom call and let's share each other's screens and let's help each other with our profiles. That is what I would really ask you to do, because that's getting someone else to tell you if your profile looks good and if it makes sense and if it's something that people would want to get excited about. And you might want to screenshot this. I'm just going to go over the few things. First of all my Alignable trainings and workshops are in the Alignable University group. Okay, I have revamped that group. I'm keeping everything up to date. When you're on a computer in the right-hand column, it has all the newest recordings of this event and other events that I was talking about. And a couple of other things, specific questions about your account, I can't answer because I don't know. I'm not on the member success team, but just go to my business, click the down arrow and go to get support. And you can ask that little AI bot anything and it will direct you to get answers from the right people. Okay, so make sure you use that get support button anytime you need to know anything, including like what the size of the graphic for your profile picture is or something. So anything you want to learn, just go to get support, or if you need help with your account. Starting next week is the Local Business Person of the Year contest, which is extremely exciting. This is why you are in the right place at the exact right time, because people are going to be going crazy on Alignable over the coming months. And they're going to be looking at a lot of profiles and connecting with people, and people are going to want to get to know you and network with you and build relationships so you'll vote for each other. So make sure that you get your profile ready to go, so people will see and go, wow, this looks like a great person, and they'll vote for you for the contest. And you want to earn this badge for your profile. And also, just for those of you who want to know, alignablealliance.com, or you can search in your area in the search box on Alignable if you want to meet members in person at our Alignable Alliance events. All right, I'm going to stop. Look at that. Did pretty quickly. Oh, look at everybody's here. Okay. So let's see. Unmute yourself, raise your virtual hand, go down to the React button, click raise hand, and ask me anything. Did you guys learn something today? Who learned something today? Did you learn something? Okay, good. All right, who has a question for me? Who wants to know something? You have a lot of time, the next 20 minutes to work on your profile, but I am here to answer any questions. Maybe you're working on it already. Anybody? Wow, I did that good. Any other tips from the two veterans here, Thomas or Tom? Oh, here we go. Christopher, what is your question? Hi. Oh, you're muted too.
My question is, should we differentiate or have different text and information from our LinkedIn profile and our Alignable profile? I mean, if someone checks both and it says largely the same thing, that would probably be bad. So we should make an effort to.
Well, okay, here's my answer to that. So LinkedIn is a completely different, it's a social media, totally different type of platform than Alignable. Alignable is filled with small business owners, small, medium-sized business owners. And it's a networking platform. So you are presenting yourself to where you want people to want to get to know you, build a relationship with you, and all that. It's not like LinkedIn's more like you put a resume up. I don't know. It's just totally different. So make sure this brings some heart and passion into your profile, especially on the About Us section or the get to know you section, or what was it? Oh, how we got started, that part of it. That's what I would do. And then again, meet with someone here like Tom and Thomas who are here today. I'd suggest you guys connect with them, and maybe they'd like take a look at your profile and give you some tips. Okay, that's what I would do. So I hope that answers the question. Yeah, Thomas, you have a tip one or question?
I have a question first before the tip, because I didn't pass art. I love art appreciation. We talked about young people. I did what you suggested, Sue Brooke. So I'm a student of Sue Brooke. So I played around with my profile banner, but I'd like to do kind of like a little bit of what you did, of take different shots of different things and put that in Canva. And I did this on my phone. It only allowed me to do one photo. Anybody have suggestions on how to take multiple images and put them in one banner?
So my thing for the banner is, I mean, you can get someone to help you with Canva. I did mine in Canva. You can totally do that. But here's a little thing. This is what you can do if you want a really great banner. Go on canva.com and look up the LinkedIn banners. There's LinkedIn templates, hundreds and hundreds and thousands of them or something. And go find one of those templates and then make it your own. because you can change colors, you can do all kinds of things in there. So I think I got my idea from one of those, maybe. I don't remember. I've done mine a long time ago, but check that out. It will make you a really nice professional banner. Try that. Cool.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Tom Harris.
Yeah, I'd like to say something about your photo. I don't know what photographers charge for a photo these days, but it's probably way over $100. You can do that if you want to have a professional photo, or you can have somebody take your picture, stand up against a neutral background and have them take your picture and have them take several of them, pick the one that's best and use that. But above all, you've got to have a picture of yourself. That's not an option. You just have to do it. Just do it.
Well, now it's easy, Tom, because now it's right there. It used to be hidden in our team section. You had to go find it. Now it's right there, and it tells you to put your picture there. So it makes it a lot easier now. And yeah, I always say don't put your online dating picture from 20 that makes you look 20 years younger. No, do that. You got to have your current picture.
Okay, another thing about the banners, there's not many people that are really good at graphic design. So if you're not good at it, find somebody who is good at it. It's as Sue said, it's very important. It creates a lot. It's what some people refer to as an energy signature, if you've ever heard that term. But pictures tell a lot about you. So it's got to look good. It's got to be professional. And going to Canva and find some templates and modifying them is a good idea. But there's so many profiles out there with no picture or no banner or anything. And
Exactly.
people are not going to have much luck. So
exactly. All right, Angela.
Yeah, hi, thanks. I'm brand new. I've just been cruising around on Alignable today, and I cannot believe I ended up on a live webinar. This
Oh
is
my
amazing.
God.
Same day.
Yay.
So I have a couple of friends, and this is all happening very quickly. So I have a couple of friends who told me about Alignable. I put up some very basic information, and they've liked my profile, and yet I can't see how I can return the favor on theirs. How do you like a profile?
You don't like a profile.
I got a
don't-
notification that they liked my profile.
I don't know.
Well,
And
that's-
one of them, I asked a question. One of them said, "Oh, on my homepage, your profile came up on my
Oh.
feed and they liked it." But I went there and I don't see how that's possible.
Okay. So when you do things on your profile and make things, people might see it in there. There's no place you can find that, but well, I don't think you can find it in my post, but they just happen to see in their feed that you would change, you would add it to your profile, and they
Okay.
have a place to do that. But there's not since we're not social media, that you don't just really do that. So
Right, right.
you'll see it, and maybe some people will see it if they just happen to see it in your feed.
Okay, so it's a bit of a being in the right place at the right time kind of a thing.
Yeah, but it's
Okay.
just that they are members on Alignable, and they saw that it showed up in their feed because you're in their network.
Right.
That you updated it and they liked it. That's all.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
not. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, it's not something that is recorded anywhere that people can see that X
Yeah.
number of people have liked your profile because as you said, it's not social media.
No.
Right,
No.
okay.
that kind of a like. They're just making a statement that they like it.
Right,
That's
okay,
all.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You know, along with Angela, and not just Angela, all of us, and Tom just said something, and it made me realize, before this meeting, I was with a Smart Click with another ambassador whose expertise just happened to be, Tom, in graphic design. I will tell you all today, but I won't. But here's what I will say, that I knew enough to ask someone else who was an expert at what they did. If you don't walk away with anything, and I've got two experts on this call today, I'm gonna call them out today because I really love them and I'm their raving fans. That's Lorraine Erickson from Portland and Millie Lehman from Virginia, two different parts of the country. These women I've referred to each other. I've had the privilege of speaking with them. They're experts in their own rights in what they do, but that's something that you have to get used to, Angela. It's not social media. Have conversations. And what I will tell you that this graphic designer, this person who's in tech said to me, people spend thousands of dollars on a website like a suit of clothes to make you look good. But if the person in the clothes is a knucklehead or a goofball, what difference does it make how much money you spend when you need to have a conversation with people who can help you? That's what this platform, I didn't mean for that to be a tip, but since Tom brought it up and I did what Sue said, and I found a reference to, because I'm one of these kind of people. I went to Proverbs chapter 9, verse 9. It says, when you instruct a wise person, they'll be wiser. But if you teach the righteous, they'll even learn more. So Sue gave me a tip today. I implemented it. If you go to my profile page, I'm still fiddle farting around because that's what she asked us to do. 90% of what all of us will do is hear something and not do it.
Mhm.
If you look at James chapter 2, and I put this in my newsletter, that he asks us to be not just hearers of the word, but doers. So you can have all the faith in the world and believe that there is a God and don't do what he says. So if you show me your faith by your works, I'll show you my faith with my works. That's what
Okay,
Dave
thanks,
said.
Thomas. I want to get back to the profile thing here. Let's talk about your profile. We only have 12 more minutes. Who has a question about what I talked about for your profile specifically? Any parts of the profile that I talked about today? Are you guys all working on it right now? I hope. Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. If I'll give you another minute to ask a question, otherwise I'll just let you guys go and work on it. I would love for you guys to do that. So, and again, you can go back to the where you registered for this your class, and you can see who was here and go check, go connect, use your connection credits, or ask somebody for an introduction and help each other. So, anything else, Tom?
I've seen a lot of profiles where I read everything on it and I still don't know what their business is. You've got to do a good job of describing what you do and who you do it for. And one way to accomplish that is to have some other people that you trust look at your profile and critique it. If you didn't know me, would you understand what I do?
Yes, and use that little AI, write your elevator pitch. You know, it asks you questions, so it can, and it will help you write a really great about us section that will do that. So use the AI technology. You might want to go back, especially Angela, who's new, and any of the rest of you that are new, or you haven't looked up and found out all the new features. In the Alignable University group, there at the top, it says, I'm on Alignable, now what? That goes through and shares all the new stuff. And this Thursday, well, tomorrow I'm doing it live, which all the new stuff is live. So that's tomorrow at noon Eastern, I believe. And then on Thursday, there's one called What's New on Alignable, which is really the exact same one as tomorrow. But definitely attend one of those, because I go through and share the new Alignable networking coach. It's an AI networking coach that takes all those little tags that I was telling you guys about, and it learns about you. It learns who you know. You get to tell Alignable who you know well and who you don't know well, and your My Network page. That's a really great page. And they have created this amazing technology that will help you find the people who are your ideal customers and referral partners that are already in your network or your second degree network, which would be the people that you're connected with, their networks. So go watch and find out how Alignable works, because it's changing and improving, and it's pretty stinking powerful. So, so go check it out. Any other questions about the profile before I let you guys go and take the last 10 minutes to actually work on it? Anybody at all? Was it helpful? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay, good. So if you wouldn't mind, you're going to get an email asking for feedback. Please be really honest in the feedback on how I can make this better, so that you're really, really, really prepared for your getting your profiles right. And I would love to hear what you thought. So if you wouldn't mind just filling that out, that would be amazing. It'll be in your email pretty soon. So, all right. Are you good to go? You want to go work on it? You okay? Everybody good? All right. Have an awesome day. Happy New Year, everyone. And I'll see you hopefully on another event. See you soon.